Can we say that other creatures and other events where something besides werewolfism will happen? So at least we see this in movies, in comic books, in novels, in all sorts of works of fiction. We don't see just a werewolf. Sometimes we see this creature called werebear, or different things that always start with were. Can we say that this is the same manifestation, the same event, the same process of transformation, where another animal and that soul of that type of animal would merge with man? So it's the same thing, the same process, the same event, but just different type of animal that is not wolf.
Yeah. So yeah, where bears show up in the Norse material, and there's a controversial and ongoing case about the Greek material that I don't want to touch. Maybe is the answer there. They do show up in some Native American cultures. We also see where butterflies, where rabbits, where tigers in India and China. We do see werewolves in China, but they exist with where tigers. My all-time favorite werewolf encounter actually isn't a wolf, it's a chicken. In the 3rd century, a Chinese priest did battle with a were-chicken. That was savaging. I think it was the 3rd, might have been the 4th or 5th AD. It was like this evil were-chicken, and it attacked him, and he beat it off.
I honestly wish you were joking. It's like I love stories of fiction, and I also on the other side love academic work, but this last thing about the were chicken, that doesn't belong in either. That just belongs in someone's either nightmare, or someone was eating too much forbidden mushrooms. Someone was doing something they're not supposed to if they encountered a were chicken. I don't know. I don't care if it comes from a religious person, including priest. That was either something demonic, or that person was on something that was forbidden. But you know why I mentioned the werebear? Because when you talked earlier about Norsemen and being berserker, being a berserker, let's say these things really happen. I don't know, but I'm just saying, let's say these things really happen, and that something came into the being or heart or mind or soul of these Norsemen before they would go to have warfare with other people. The way they would be portrayed as how their voices would sound like, their abnormal strength. That sounds more like werebear than werewolf. So that came through my mind once when you were talking about the Norsemen earlier.
Yeah, so the 2 best known examples of what we might call werewolfism in the Norse context do involve bears. It was a battle between like two farmers where one turned into a wolf and one turned into a bear. And then there's another famous example where a berserker turned into a bear in the middle of the battlefield. Just for the record, the were-chicken one it's a little hard to vet because the way the Chinese recorded encounters makes figuring out if they took them seriously difficult. That being said, it absolutely was like he killed the thing. He was like, no, this shouldn't be here. Then there's another aspect there because it was also a dispute between 2 ethnicities at the time. So some scholars are like, well, maybe it wasn't a chicken. But I mean, where butterflies. Yeah, I'm not going to die on the hill that one happened. It's one of those. But it is just worth noting that like we sit here and we're like, oh, supernatural encounters must be super meaningful, right? Not necessarily. There are some really, really goofy supernatural encounters out there that are much better defended than a lot of more sensible ones.
Hey, when it comes to the were chicken, I would say video or it didn't happen.